Guess what, guys? JT's back in another video.
What up, fam?
That means we're gonna be doing another Q&A, Air Force versus Navy.
Q&A. There's also a part on my channel.
Yeah. Do you have to get your head shaved?
As I was just literally looking at my hair.
At boot camp, you guys shave your head?
Oh yeah, I do not look good with my head shaved.
Is it like
like
they just take it like straight to the skin?
Yep.
It's like barely little prickles coming off?
Everybody. There's always those people that go to boot camp with super long dreads or with big gnarly beards. And you have to shave. You're gonna have to shave it. You're gonna get your hair cut. Why not make it easier?
Yeah, this is true. I never thought about that. Don't show up to BMT with a huge beard.
Funny story. I was one of the only ones in my boot camp division that didn't have to shave. I had no facial hair. I just had peach fuzz. I had nothing.
You still got that going.
I still at 25. I still can't grow facial hair, man. Do you have facial hair?
Barely.
Can you grow a beard?
I used to grow out my beard before I went to BMT, but when you go up, like, if you have a little bit of facial hair, that's cool. They made a shape the night of and like ASAP.
Yeah.
So like some people are like cutting themselves, and like people that have like beards, it just doesn't work out, and you're sitting there creating a mess because someone has to clean the sink. So if you create a bunch of mess with all your hair, just don't do that. Just come clean shaven already, and don't shave your head before you go to BMT. Have like hair like this, or maybe a little longer.
Yeah, like a 2,
or
like
even like his. Yeah, and even like his, it's bad, and it just. But don't come and like your hair down to your shoulders or like crazy stuff. It's just gonna make you stand out. You don't want that. But yes, you do get your head shaved at BMT boot camp. Same. I believe the Army does it, and the Marines also shave your head, so you're not.
What does the Coast Guard do? Who knows? They might dye your hair. They might.
Does anybody know what the Coast Guard does?
Chris. My buddy Coast Guard Chris. I'm actually doing I'm doing a Coast Guard versus Navy Q&A with him.
See, so go subscribe to JT if you guys are interested in Coast Guard information or Navy information. He got you.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. All
right, second question comes from Coda10. Said, which boot camp is more challenging? Well, you guys already know it's Air Force.
How long is yours?
8.5 weeks.
Mine's 8. So we have the same length.
Same.
I would say ours are both equal. Like, to be honest.
You guys have to swim though.
Oh yeah.
Isn't the swimming portion kind of like
so
difficult?
Easy.
It's easy.
You jump off of a 30-foot platform.
Yo, 30 foot?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
What?
I couldn't do it.
30?
Babe, could I do that? 30-foot platform in the water.
You scared of heights?
Yes.
You're scared of heights?
Yes. Yo, you guys gotta jump.
20. 30. I'm pretty sure it's 30, it might be 20. But
Yo,
it's definitely,
I did not know
it's
that.
definitely over 20 feet.
I don't know, actually.
I feel like if I was forced to, I think I might be able to at BMT. But if it's for fun, like if we're out like at the quarry jumping off, like jumping to what? Nah. Heck no.
It's
10 feet, 10 feet. I'll look at it and go.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of climbing to something that's high. Like if I'm already up there, like I have no problem. But it's like I'm climbing, I get the sweaty palms.
I get sweaty palms too when I'm standing up on top looking down.
I just do the spirit fingers too. When I was on my carrier, deployed, we got to jump off the flight deck elevator, which is 30 feet into the ocean.
What?
We got to jump off the flight deck elevator out of the hangar bay.
You guys are crazy. I would never do that.
In the Arabian Sea. You have to swim in the Arabian Sea. It's crazy, once in a lifetime. Like when you're in the water too, you look up, the aircraft carries 100 feet tall from the water. It's huge, bro. You're like, yeah. I have a picture of me next to it swimming.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'll have to show you the picture. Oh,
I'm terrified of heights.
Boot camp's harder? What boot camp's harder?
I don't know if I do. They'd fail me. They'd be like, "You're going home, bud." And I'll be like, "Cool," because I'm not jumping off that.
Dude, there's a lot of people that get held back in boot camp because of the swim part.
For real?
Oh, but I feel like
nobody gets held back for us really, unless you literally do something super stupid. You talk back to the MTI like 10 times in a row, and then they're like, "All right, man, you're gonna go talk to."
You just have no common sense doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. You guys have to swim. But you say like you're like the running, push-ups, sit-ups, like that stuff isn't.
Oh yeah, the physical part of boot camp. I think you guys have like harder stuff.
Our PT could be tougher, but I don't think it was like super easy.
I guess for you can say boot camp would be harder for the Navy because the swim part. Yeah. And for me, I'm saying probably.
But if you're a really strong swimmer and you're not afraid of heights, then maybe you'd be like, that's easy.
Yeah.
So really, it's super hard to compare because they're different and they have different aspects that are going to be more challenging.
Different aspects that are harder.
Did you guys have a lot of classroom stuff that you did?
Yeah, the classroom stuff is just mentally exhausting.
We did a ton of classes.
It's like you just have to stay awake.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you do the touch and goes.
Did you guys? You know, everybody like has class and they're going.
Yeah.
Honestly, the most challenging thing for me was trying to stay awake during class.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to zone out and just like close your eyes.
Yeah.
And you gotta pay attention. They're so dry. And so it's not even the physical
That's
part.
what'll get you
It's
chewed
the
out.
mental part.
That's what'll get you chewed
Oh,
out.
they would
so
make
much,
people
falling asleep.
You could have an hour-long class. If you start falling asleep in the first 5 minutes, they were going to make you stand there and you have to hold your book at the back of the classroom and you have to stand the entire class.
Yeah.
For an hour. Yeah. You got to stand there and follow along.
That's helped me a lot too in university now when I'm in college, because I'm like taking these classes, you know, and sometimes I'll go like I'll want to go stand in the back of the classroom like thinking like it's the military still, and I'll go outside, take a break. I'll go walk outside, but I'm like, oh, I should go stand in the back of the classroom. I know, I'm like, a muscle memory, I'm like, I want to go stand in the back to stay awake.
People's like, what's this kid doing?
They're like, what is this weirdo, dude? Like, should we call security?
And then they're like, dude, people that were in the military are crazy.
Weird.
Third question comes from Eat My Arrow. Is the higher likelihood of getting a job you want in either of those branches? So, which branch do you have the best chance of getting the job that you want? Yeah. Because in the Air Force, it's not very high. Because you got to fill out the list. You guys have heard of like, if you're looking at the Air Force, I'm sure you know. If you make sure you guys are always doing your research. Me, several other Wild Blue Yonder, a ton of other guys for Air Force.
Wild Blue Yonder.
Yeah.
Is that the next Air Force YouTuber under you?
Yeah.
You would say Wild Blue Yonder.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a
nice guy.
He's the next one.
He's a nice guy.
You guys got some beef.
I ain't got beef with Wild Blue.
But you guys know that from doing your research that you got to fill out a list of what jobs you want. And then it's not guaranteed that you're going to get, that's why we fill out a list. Huh. And then you got to fill in an aptitude area too. And then they try to get you one of those jobs.
And that's just like during MEPS?
Yeah, at MEPS you fill out the list. And then your recruiter, basically it's like a draft. They like rack and stack and they try to pick for their depth.
For the Navy, it's like, we go there to MEPS. If you pass physical, you know, and you pass your ASVAB, you'll go there and talk to a person right away. And they'll tell you what jobs.
It's like the Navy.
Right there, what jobs are available.
Yeah.
You know,
so they tell you a list right there. They're like, out of these 20 jobs, what do you want to do?
You can pick this, or this.
And then you say, I want this one, and they go, okay, done.
You got it.
For real?
Yeah, I picked my job at MEPS. I got guaranteed AM, guaranteed A school. 6 or 7 jobs I could have picked.
So what if you don't want any of those jobs?
If you don't want those jobs, you can say nope and just go back home. But then you have to wait for sometimes a couple weeks or a couple months.
And will they then give you a new list, or will you have to go back to MEPS?
That's the thing. Some people you could wait for your job to open up, but it could be weeks.
So, but I think the Navy, you guys have the better option.
Yeah.
For job.
Yeah.
Because for us, the hard thing too is some people can turn down a job. So your recruiter's like, here's this job, and you're like, nope, don't want that. So but they're like, this is what you get. And so if you say no, some recruiters are like, you either sign this,
or you're not
joining,
or you're not my recruiter anymore.
And they can do that.
What?
Because it's a volunteer force. You are not entitled to join the United States military.
Oh yeah.
You're not entitled to.
I guess
they can say for whatever reason, they could say, nope, I don't want to work with you anymore.
And I guess there's so many Air Force recruits that want to join.
Yeah, and they got another person lined up. They can go be like, hey, next person, hey, I got this job open. That person's like, yo, I'm trying to go. And they're like, yep, so why do I need to waste time with this?
Like, what do I need?
It just depends on what your recruiter wants to do. If your recruiter's got more backups, and they're like, well, I don't need you telling me that you don't need that job, and I need to fill this slot.
Yeah.
So if you say no, I'm just going to give it to someone else, and bye-bye. But I get so many questions about that. My recruiter isn't trying to get me the job I want. Yeah, it's their job. It's their job to get you to join. It's not their job to get you what you want. It's their job to get you what the Air Force wants.
It's these millennials. They're so entitled.
Yeah.
They think they're entitled to these jobs. It's like, wait, like you said, you're volunteering to the military. No one's forcing your hand, you know, and like you want.
And it sucks sometimes. That's why, in my opinion, the worst thing about the military is the job selection process. Because it would make way more sense to have people go into a career field that they want to go into. But the only problem with that is there would be so many jobs with nobody wanting to do.
Right. Nobody would be a whole tech, like for the Navy.
You know how many less maintainers there would be in the Air Force?
Yeah.
Like, you know how many less security forces there would be in the Air Force if they didn't volunteer people to do those? But I think we summed it down. If you want to take risks, Air Force, definitely a risk. There's a risk in joining the Navy too, because maybe at MEPS they're not going to have the list of anything on that list isn't something you really wanted. Alright, we got another question from DSC. Said, bro, please make a video about the cons and negatives of the military, or the Air Force and Navy. Now, This is something. The reason I'm not going to. I mean, you can by all means, whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
I am legally not allowed
to say nothing negative happens in the Air Force ever.
Yeah,
it's all roses and daisies.
Legally, just so you guys know, people in the Air Force cannot be 100% honest because legally, AFI 1-1 says for social media on a public platform, you are not allowed to say anything negative that will lower the public's trust in the Air Force.
Wow.
I'm subject to the UCMJ. So like basically I can be arrested or I can get paperwork.
You can get articles thrown at you. Articles.
Everything that you are going to see online without someone getting in trouble is going to be positive. You have to take that with a grain of salt because people that are in cannot tell the full truth. You want to know cons? And I cannot tell you that everything is amazing in the Air Force, but I cannot go on and tell you all the problems there are and all the issues I have and all the things that I dislike.
Because then big Air Force would come.
Legally,
and they'd get mad at Kyle. They get mad at you.
I will get Hulk smashed.
He gets smashed.
Like I've actually gotten in trouble. I've done 2 videos like this before. Yeah. I actually got a slap on the wrist the first time and said, "Do not do that."
Bad Kyle.
Did it again 6 months later.
Bad Kyle.
But then they gave me paperwork. They said bad Kyle with paperwork.
No.
And so I got an LOR, which is right below an Article 15. Article 15 can actually get you kicked out. So like I got paperwork, like pretty bad paperwork. You don't want an LOC is the lower, then an LOR, which is the middle, and Article 15 is like you're getting kicked out.
I think that's really good though to let these people know because a lot of people are inspired.
I've already done that. You want to know this information? I have already done that, and I have already been slapped twice for it. And so I will not do it again because I probably will go to jail. And that is something you guys need to know. It's like I'm not saying anything negative right now. I'm just saying that's really how it is. AFI 1-1 about the Air Force says on social media you are not allowed to say anything publicly that will lower the public's trust.
Now me being a veteran,
no rules. No rules.
Let's go, Papa. Me and Papa are about to go off on the Navy right here. No, but see me now when I was active duty, I never really made. I made one video that can be considered negative.
It's tough being a military YouTuber.
It's hard because there's a lot of red tape.
Because they don't like it.
There's a lot of red tape.
There's a lot of people that don't like it.
And they don't like that we're doing something that's fun and different and positive.
And big. Publicity.
Yeah.
It's scary to them for that exact reason. Because I can make a video why I don't like things. Yeah. And it goes to the masses. Right. And they shut it down real quick. But that's why it's kind of like a threat. But I've learned my lesson, and I will not go to jail.
So I will not go to the brig, boy.
I will not. I will wait. I will wait my 2 years to be completely honest.
Patient son.
Yes, I will. I will
wait.
My son. I will wait. So if you are interested, 2 years.
Come back to the channel. Active duty. I had my channel for 2 years. You know, it was hard for me to make videos. You know, where I really wanted to talk about how I felt. You know, because like you said, the good old UCMJ. It looms over our head. Speaking of the cons of the Navy, so what were you trying to say about the air? You got something on your mouth there? I can't. Wow, you guys are gonna want to hear this in 2 years.
I don't want to really rag on it. I just want things to be fixed, honestly. Yeah. But I can't legally say some of the issues.
No, like I've talked about this a lot on my channel.
And that's something that you guys need to know. Yeah. Like you guys need to know that there are legalities and there are those that defend our freedom don't have freedoms.
Oh yeah, because you have people that say, "Oh, freedom of speech, it's America." No, you don't really have freedom of speech when you're enlisted.
You don't have any, honestly. Like
when you're an enlisted sailor.
And that's one thing is that you have to understand. That when you sign your name on that dotted line to work for the government, that you sign almost all your freedoms away. Like I can't freely travel more than 500 miles away from my home station in the United States.
Right.
I guess that's like a con. Like it's not really. I'm not saying like anything bad, but like we're in America, and you're like, it was freedom, America.
You have restrictions for where you can go.
I can't go to Seattle on a weekend when it's my time off. Yeah. I have to take vacation time for that, and you only get 30 days a year. And if I want to go somewhere in America that is more than 500 miles away, I have to take vacation time for that. And it's like, man, so like you don't realize that those people fighting for freedom, they don't have freedom.
They got 500 miles. 500 miles.
And that's better than some bases. Some bases are even more restricted.
Yeah, and then don't even get me started when you're in Japan. All the Marines, Nava, keep getting in trouble.
Don't even get a car.
Then they get
yeah, they don't even get a car.
the Marines.
Yeah, until you're like an E4, E5.
Really?
Yeah, you
Oh
could
my
be in
God.
for 3 years and not even have a vehicle if you're
Oh my
stationed in
gosh.
Japan.
That's
It's just a Japan thing though.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's a lot of freedoms that military members don't get.
Mm-hmm.
That you'd be like, what if they want to go buy a car? Why can't they go buy a car?
Mm-hmm.
It's not allowed.
I'll tell you guys a comment real quick. So a lot of the things, you know, in the military, in the Navy, sometimes you get bad leadership, where you get people that, you know, want to get out of the military but they can't, you know, whether because they have kids or a family or they're trapped and they get a very sour attitude, and if they're in a power of position or a power of rank, that's gonna affect everybody under them.
True.
It's gonna make it a time. So, you know, if you guys are experiencing bad leadership in the military, look at it as a challenge to you become that good leader and change it.
Don't be like that person.
Don't be like that person, you know? That's why I wanted to, when I was in, I wanted to become like an E4 and E5 really fast. Because it's like, I can do your job, but you're not good at it. And I can do it better.
I'm better than you.
I can do it a lot better, and
I'm not a jerk.
yeah, I can cut out so much waste and do it so much better, you know? So
Cole Donnelly said, any advice for transitioning out of the Air Force smoothly?
nice.
Which is actually a really, really good question, because JT is actually separated. You've been out for
almost 2 years.
almost 2 years. I am going to be out in 2 years, so I don't really know the answer to that, other than the fact that I know I'm 2 years out right now.
Start preparing.
And I've been preparing for the last year, like since last year when I pretty much made up my mind, yes, I'm getting out at my 6-year mark.
Not a lot of people do that. They always say prepare a year or two out, but people usually like 4 or 5 months out. But
like
you
financially,
really
I already have a plan. We're already working to pay off all of our debt, other than my house by the time I'm out.
Yeah.
I already have a plan for what we want to do after, how a source of income. Like we already have everything planned out, and I'm still.
That's why you're.
2 years
That's
left.
why you're able to get out, because you're being smart about it.
And I'm not
setting up a
scared
plan.
to get out because like I know I'm gonna be good.
Right.
I'm gonna be great when I get out. But
You're gonna be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, I'm gonna be a-okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it at all. Some people are like, oh no, like what are you gonna do when you get out? Aren't you worried? And it's like, no, I've had this plan. Like I have this plan and executed over and over, years ahead of time. I mean, take it away. You're the one. You're the one that separated. You know the whole process.
Yeah. So I got out. You know, I went through it all. I went through boot camp. I went through A school, C school, deployment, and I got out. So.
Did you start preparing before
I was going to say, you know, what he's saying is the best advice. Start preparing as soon as, at least, you know.
Day one. Start preparing to get out.
Start
Day one,
preparing
prepare to get
out. Day one of boot camp. But no, honestly, start preparing like probably 2 years.
Have a backup plan though. Like, have plans.
Yeah, and what I wanted to do was, when I was transitioning, I was setting up a plan. Probably about a year out is when I started setting up all my finances, setting up what I wanted to do. So I knew that luckily for me, I have a very supportive family at home in California, where I'm at now. So I was able to go home for 3 months after I got out and get stuff settled, get school started, get my GI Bill started.
So you were living at home?
I lived at home for free.
And they were making food for you for free?
Yeah. Because look, I joined the military. Listen. I joined the military right after high school, so I was 18 to 23 in the Navy, and I come from an Italian family. They take care of you till you're 80, till you're dying. They'll always spoil you, man. So my mom was like, yeah, come home, you can stay with us when you get out, get stuff ready, go to college, whatever. So I got out in May, took that summer off to relax and have a nice leave period and just like get stuff ready, and I started school up in the fall on my GI Bill.
That's awesome.
And then after that, I moved up to LA. 6 months after that, met my fiance, and now I'm about to graduate.
See, that's my C plan.
Yeah, GI Bill. Yeah.
No, it's GI Bill, and GI Bill is part of like my main plan.
Yeah.
But if I need to bump that forward and use it right away, I can do that. But
yeah. So
like,
you have a great
plan.
plan.
C,
you know?
Move back with family.
Right.
Like, hey, can we stay with you for a few months?
Right. You always
me
have
and the wife move in.
And Carl. Don't forget about Carl.
And then just I mean, that's like the C plan, but my family would be cool with that, at least for a few months till we figure out what we need to do.
So I was very fortunate for me to have a very supportive family. So, but I know a lot of people that don't have that and are not able to get out and go stay rent-free with people. But if that's not the case, that's why you need to build up that nest egg and build up that savings now. so you can get out and have that backup plan.
Just especially financially, having a plan is the biggest thing because like housing.
People don't like talking about finance. You know, if I made a finance video, it would get negative views.
Yo, that's one of my biggest videos.
Oh really? Oh yeah, the making money.
Yeah. No, the single military pay.
Yeah. People like that, the flashy kind of money videos, but people don't like the actual detailed finance. Like how do you budget? How do you invest?
$5,000 and 20s. I was like, I was at A1C in Air Force. And I just had $5,000 and 20s cash.
That was a good thumbnail you had for that video.
It was pretty legit.
What did you do with all that money?
Gone.
Come here. Come here.
Come over yonder.
Come here.
Let's see the ring.
Come here. Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, there's all the money.
Look at that. Oh, get the hair.
Oh.
Papa's hair is on. No, daughter's hair.
This was all that money in the beginning of that single military pay video.
Went to the Rock.
All that money and some went to this.
It was an investment.
Yeah.
It's a good investment.
It was. Don't leave me. But it was no joke. Like,
oh, she wants to.
But I spent 8 months. I spent 8 months as a single airman.
Yeah.
Eating at the DFAC 4 times a day. I rarely ate off base.
Yeah.
Rarely, almost ever. I never wanted to spend money on food, and I went to the gym, went to work, and slept.
Yeah.
And I tried not to spend any money.
You saved up so much.
And I saved up.
For her.
Well, I saved up enough to buy a round trip ticket for me.
Yeah.
And to go home, get married, buy that ring.
Yeah.
Then, which was actually more than the money that I was throwing around.
Aha.
And so I bought my tickets round trip.
Women don't do that.
Bought the ring. And then 5 months later, bought a round trip ticket for me and a trip for her, which actually made me pay for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And all that was from saving money for like 8 months.
Because you were smart about it. I did that, dude. You're like a mini me.
Because I knew I was like,
that's what I did.
So for my mentality, right? I was like, yo, I'm gonna get married. That crap's expensive. Gotta buy a ring. That crap's expensive.
Yeah.
Gonna have a wife. That crap's expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, yo, everything. The next year, 2, 3, this is gonna be expensive. So I started saving money. I was like, I'm not spending money. I know what I'm saving my money for.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is I'm treating my separation the exact same way. I'm like, yo, like, once I get out, like, I'm gonna have a house payment, I'm gonna have phone payment, like, this stuff's gonna be expensive. So I'm like, all right, let's start investing now, let's save now. Like, let's have a plan.
Like you, man, I ate at the galley all the time.
Dude, it's the easiest way to save money.
I saved, I never ate out hardly ever. I'll maybe go to Subway, like, you know, once or twice.
What question are we answering? Oh, transitioning out of the Air Force. I was like, yo, we're like talking about money, but this is the exact same topic. We're still on the same topic.
We're still on the same topic.
I feel like we've talked a lot in these videos, but I feel like this is like core information. For those of you that are still watching, give this video a thumbs up. But like this information is like stuff that you guys need to hear. Even if you want to do 20 years, still have a plan for when you retire. Like whether you do 10 years, 20 years, 6 years, 4 years, it doesn't matter. Like all this stuff is like it's not gonna help you. It's
not the flashy stuff you want to hear. It's not the get rich quick scheme.
No.
It's we're part of the work hard.
It's called
grind.
Work hard.
Put in the effort.
Be poor.
Work hard, be poor, and then there you go.
Prosper later.
Yeah, no, it's just about, like you said, setting your goals, being realistic with your goals, being realistic with your expectations.
Following through. And people, you know, millennials, we want things now. People don't want to hear like, oh, you have to be patient. Oh, this is going to take 2 years. No.
Oh, this is going to take 3 years. Like, no. I want to do it now.
Think smart and think ahead. Like a lot of people said I was stupid for buying a house.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people are like, why would you do that? Just rent. And I was like, no, I want to own something that I can turn around and make money from. And people are like, well, if the market goes down?
Well, part of it is taking risks.
If it goes down, I'll still hang on to it.
You still have
if it goes back up, I can sell it. Like if the market completely crashes, guess what? Everyone around you is suffering too.
Right.
You know, I'm not the only one. You know, it's not like my home crashed in market value. Like
the market crashes, your home crumbles.
And so like that's the thing is like it's yeah. Some people might think it's stupid because we just took on a several $100,000 debt, but it's an investment.
Yeah. And
it can have a return in the end, and I plan on hanging on to this house for a long time.
No, I see. That's a very smart buy.
I feel like rent, like, so say, yeah, you're renting, and then all of a sudden, but I'm spending the same amount of rent that I am on my mortgage right now.
And you're not getting anything.
But then I don't get to own that house, so then when I get out of the Air Force, I can't sell that home I was just renting. Now I gotta go find a house. At that point, I'm getting the same house, but
you have to start
if I bought it right now, which I did, I'm gonna have like $30,000-$40,000 paid off on the home already, as opposed to if I wait, that's $30,000 or $40,000 I didn't pay off towards it. All right, guys, that wraps up our Q&A video. This was, we said we were gonna keep it short.
I think
but
there's
it was
like
5 very good questions.
If you guys are still here at the end of the video, comment Kyle Suits.
Kyle Suits.
Kyle Suits.
It's like a combination.
Combination
This
of
is a Kyle
JTsuits
Suits
and Kyle Gott.
Q&A session
Kyle
right
Suits
now.
production.
But we do appreciate you guys watching all the way through.
Yes.
We spent this time to make this video for you, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Definitely thumbs up, subscribe, hop on over to JT's video. His link's going to be down below. You can watch the Q&A. I think yours is going to be about half as short as this one.
Thanks so much, guys. Like Kyle just said, appreciate all the support, all the thumbs up, all the comments. All right, guys, appreciate it. We'll see you like, what? Peace.
Peace.